Hey, what's going on, Lorain County High School football fans? Welcome back to another episode of The Blitz. I'm your host, Rocco Nucci, the one and only Kristen Bauer behind the camera as always. And again, another quick reminder, pick up this forecast magazine. I know we're kind of through the non-conference schedule for a lot of our teams, diving into conference action this week, but still time to pick up this forecast magazine. Again, schedules, team information, everything you need to know about this football season in this forecast magazine. Browns, Buckeyes in here as well, so make sure you pick up a copy today if you haven't already. So here we are going into week 4, week 3 in the books, as again, we're through the non-conference. Now our teams will dive into conference action, and we had some really, really good non-conference games in these past couple of weeks. So let's take a look at what happened quickly in week 3, as there are a number of 3-0 undefeated teams left still in Lorain County. And we'll start with the Avon Eagles. They completed a brutal non-conference slate, maybe one of the most difficult non-conference schedules in the state, maybe even the country, for that matter. But they finished 3-0 after a week 3 win over Glenville. 13-12 was the final. And by the way, kudos to all of our teams who persevered through the torrential downpour and the awful weather that we had this past Friday night through the area. But again, Avon knocks off Glenville 13-12. So again, they beat McKinley, Ignatius, Ignatius, then McKinley, and now Glenville. Again, 3-0, those Avon Eagles. Tyler Kaufman had an early rushing touchdown for Avon in that win over Glenville. That was the only touchdown of the game. That was all they needed, though, as the defense really stood tall, held Glenville to just a couple of big explosive plays, but not enough for the Tar Blooders to get over the hump. And how about Avon kicker Owen Warwick came through with a couple of big field goal kicks. So to be able to send a couple through the uprights in that kind of weather, huge kudos to Avon kicker Owen Warwick. Elsewhere in the SWC, those Amherst Comets are 3-0. They picked up a 24-7 win over North Olmsted back in week 3. J.R. Byers, 2 rushing touchdowns for the Comets. Cole Norris had a passing touchdown in there as well, or 2 passing touchdowns, I believe. So the Comets playing some good football. Again, they're 3-0 as they head into SWC play. And next up for the Comets will be the 3-0 Midview Middies, as the Middies blanked Elyria Catholic 27-0 this past Friday. 186 rushing yards for the Middies, and they really have a 3-headed monster of sorts in that backfield. It starts with quarterback Shea Williams, but then you look at guys like Michael Passarello Jr., Marcus McMahon. These guys can carry the rock and then some, and then they get good offensive line play on top of that. It's a recipe for success that Midview has followed in these first couple of weeks. And the defense for Midview as well. You know, we've talked to Coach Jack Armstrong a lot on WEOL. He wants his team to play physical, and they have, and they did against Elyria Catholic. They forced 4 Panther fumbles, recovering 3 of them. Now Midview, they're 3-0 for the first time since 2017. The Rangers of North Ridgeville, they're undefeated 3-0 after these first 3 weeks. They blanked North Royalton 31-0 this past Friday. 5 turnovers forced by Brian Morgan's defense. They allowed just 69 yards of total offense against North Royalton. So North Ridgeville, again, they're playing some really good football. Brett Lenerth, Tyler Paragord, and Carter Clark all recorded interceptions for the Rangers in that game. How about the Titans of Lorain? They're 3-0. They squeaked by Sandusky this past Friday. 8-0 was the final score there. TJ Allen Jr., the lone score for the Titans in that one. Clearview, how about them? They're 3-0. We talked about how good they were last year, how many players they lost from last year's team, just 4 seniors now on this year's Clippers team. But hey, don't tell them about any sort of lowered expectations. Again, they're 3-0. They went to McDonald in the Youngstown area and picked up a 20-7 win. J.G. Hill and Josiah Longo each with a rushing touchdown. Tristan Yentilli had a scoop and score defensively for the Clippers in that one as well. And finally, Vermilion, they're the last 3-0 team in the area. They throttled Willard 41-12. They're 3-0 for the first time since 1997. And how about Aaron Mathis? 4 touchdowns, 138 rushing yards for the quarterback on just 9 carries. Huge performance for him. Other teams that picked up wins in week 3, Columbia, they got back on track with a 43-13 win over Northwestern. Black River gets their first win of the season. They shut out Brooklyn 44-0. Zane Bungard had 3 rushing scores for the Pirates in that one. And Keystone blanked Crestview 34-0. Zach Shackelford, good to see him back out there playing strong this year so far. He hooked up with Grady Whitaker for 2 passing touchdowns in the week 3 win. So that brings us ahead to week 4. I'll tell you first and foremost on WEOL, on the radio and Stream 1, on WEOL.com, and on the mobile app. It'll be Firelands at Columbia in a good Lorain County League battle. On Stream 2, another good Lorain County League battle. Undefeated Clearview welcomes in Keystone. And then finally, our Medina County matchup on Stream 3. It'll be the Bees of Medina welcoming in Menor. Some other games quickly to look out for here in Week 4. Elyria Catholic goes to Vermilion. Amherst goes to Midview in a battle of 3-0 teams. North Ridgeville goes to Olmsted Falls. That's always a good contest, especially in recent years with the Rangers really picking things up with their program. And then finally in the Lorain County League, a good small school battle here, small town battle between Black River and Wellington. That one will be played in Duke Country. So again, our 3 games on WEOL this Friday: Firelands at Columbia on the radio in Stream 1, Keystone and Clearview on Stream 2, and then Menor and Medina on Stream 3. But again, my eyes are on that Amherst Midview game, a battle of 3-0 SWC teams. So that'll do it for this week's episode of The Blitz. For Kristen Bauer behind the camera, I'm your host, Rocco Nucci, saying again, thank you for watching this episode of The Blitz. Enjoy the Week 4 action, and we'll talk to you guys again next time.